This Xbow deck has finished #1 in the world in 2 out of the last 3 months. Oh my god! Okay, hog the bridge. Is this deck the most skillful deck in Clash Royale? Well, that's a genuine debate because there is one player in particular who's consistently outperforming everyone else, and that is Betfist, and he is insane at Xbow, and nobody really even comes close, and he's beating matchups that other Xbow players just cannot beat. You can outplay any deck in the game if you play correctly, and Betfist has shown us that. Can I outplay anybody? Well, that's a different question. Okay, you know what? This time we're not going to go in with a defensive Xbow on the hog. I feel like that's not the play we want to do there, and I don't think that's the play Betfist would have made. But hey, everyone who plays the game knows Hog Rider players just starting hand the bejesus out of you, and we know that. And you can lose entire games off that. So, you know, if we got a defensive bow, we got a defensive bow, bruh. Okay, so I think I'm going to take a nice little fireball here, and we're going to just see if we can whittle down the queen to log range, and she's actually just going to be able to die to this archer, so that's pretty cool. I'm trying to keep an eye on my opponent's elixir count and what they have to block the Xbow with, so I know when to go in. I feel like now would be a pretty decent time to go in, given that his giant skelly's not currently in hand. Doesn't have that queen ready either, so let's see. He goes with the Tesla instead of going with a hog. I thought we were going to see a hog, but this means that we are going to get a nice little Xbow connection. Yes, sir, baby. Okay, it's a little bit more fun. I gotta admit, I'm nowhere near my Tesla dog. It's a little bit more fun to get Xbow locks than mortar locks. We've done mortar videos before, and I know how hard it is to get a mortar hit, but my god, it is not worth it, bro. It is not worth it. Consider this my warning to just not play mortar. Oh my god, that Evo Archer and Tesla just like almost killed this guy straight up before he even crossed the bridge. That's kind of crazy. I think Evo Archers are also like criminally underrated. They're an extremely good card. I find myself like not having a play oftentimes because I know you don't always want to go in with like an Xbow, right? But at the same time, since he did go in with the giant skelly, I'm going to try and go Xbow here and pull this out of the range of my Xbow. Is that possible? Can we walk over here a little bit? No? You're too girthy and freaking meaty. You don't want to get pulled over there? Okay, well. We'll just log this back because we should be able to get a couple of hits off and then just take no hog hits. The name of the game is defense. If we can't break through with the Xbow, we're going to take fireballs where we can get them. I don't want to take that one if I can avoid taking it. Oh, ooh, that might be... Oh, yeah. Oh my god, he almost juked me out. What the hell? Okay, I'll take an archers here just to snipe down this giant skelly. He really has nothing for them. And to be honest, if your opponent doesn't have arrows, you're going to see so much value out of this. I want to block a Tesla real quick in case he plays it. He does. Nice. Skelly's blocked. The archer just, oh my god, eradicated him. It's not a him. It's a freaking mechanical building. Okay, archers come in here, and then we should be able to just log this back and be able to kill the queen with the fireball. You know, we're probably not going to be able to break through with an Xbow this game, but as long as I'm trying to just get as much damage as I can, really, or apply as much pressure as I can to try and get damage, that's what we should be doing. So I'll go archers over here. I think I'll go in with another, or I might just start fireball cycling. What the hell? I haven't had a problem dealing with the queen yet. But I also haven't fireballed the tower yet. So, he's going to try and 3-card cycle me, to be honest, so he can get more EQs down. I just don't think that's going to work. We'll split some art. What on God's green earth are you trying to muster up here, bro? What are you doing? So we don't want to stun that. That's cool. We'll go E-Spirit. We'll go like that. I actually will fireball this back, deadass. I will fireball this back. We'll almost kill this. We'll go knight here to block the queen last second. We'll go archers and then with a log. The noise of the evolved archer is just like... Oh my god, it's an eargasm. It's literally what it is. And now it's 16 seconds left. Let's just get another Tesla down. Get some skellies. Cycle the archers. Hello? Can we target you with the archers? Okay, fireball here. Log here. As you can see, defense with this deck is just flawless. We took a combined like 700 damage the entire game. This is the staple of this deck. The defense, absurd. So there's probably a lot of games where you're just not going to get any Xbow damage for the majority of the game. And if you don't like playing defense, you probably shouldn't consider playing Xbow. It is a really good defensive deck, and that's the reason it's able to beat so many decks in the meta, is because of its defense just being insane. And although sometimes you'll get cool Xbow locks, that's not sustainable, especially against better players, and that's not really how you win the game. You win the game off of just being really smart with your elixir. So we'll go archers here, and hopefully I'll demonstrate that more. I think we definitely go Xbow same lane here, since I already have these archers down to protect it. That's the only reason I'd think about doing that here. He has literally no elixir after this. this, so we're going to be able to get a fat Xbow log and cycle back to our Tesla for his balloon. So that's fine here. Typically, you don't want to go opposite lane too much unless you have the right setup. That wasn't the right setup at all. There's a particular play where you can like Xbow here and then use a Tesla to pull the balloon. And it's not feasible in this situation. Also, this is just, I don't know what the hell this is. I think it's I don't know what I'm facing. This is just not normal. This is not normal, but he doesn't have arrows in cycle, so I can just archers here and still be in a fine damage position. To be honest, like I was completely caught off guard by the bats and probably would have tried to save E-Spirit, but it doesn't matter too much. Our defense only gets better against lava as the game goes on, obviously because you have more elixir, you can cycle faster, and given he does have arrows and lightning, it might be a little bit more tricky than we first anticipated, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be just fine. So he's gonna go with another lava. We're down 5 elixir. That's probably not the recipe for success, but we had to overspend on that initial lava hound. To be honest though, it's not that big of a deal. I think I'll save this. I'll still go with my Tesla here, unless I maybe want to do it high because he doesn't have a balloon. So maybe I want to do it high, stun these, get the knight down. We can quickly archers here in case he lightnings. Don't have a clone, for the love of God. That's perfectly fine, to be honest. Well, Skelly's here to drag some of these back. And now I think we can go in with our Xbow in case he goes with like a Valk or something. We can knight. I think I'll knight here and then... Ooh, this is a really nice fireball. I don't think he's anticipating this. Nice! Big Xbow lock, ladies and gents. Well, it's not that big, but it's pretty average sized. We'll get, what, like 500 out of that? And now we're, I think... a few Xbows and logs away. I don't know if you can do that, by the way. I don't know if you can... I genuinely don't know if you can just do that. You can't just lava the bat, can you? Oh my god, if I hit that, that would have been aura. I kicked that out the... what? Next game, bro. Yeah, Mike. My name is Mike. God, I feel like hating today. Maybe you know what? I'm starting to understand Xbow. Something about Xbow and just hating vigorously on people. It's just, they go hand in hand. He has he has guards and prince. So hopefully we're going to be, what the hell? I thought I'd been, find the crane and get into my dually truck. I don't think I'm going to do anything crazy there. I think I'll just knight because the knight usually forces out a response. I didn't want to log in case he has a skeleton army or something. I'd rather knight. There's really no reason for it. No rhyme or reason. I'll go archers back here. I'm just trying to discover what he's got. And yeah, he's got... yeah, I have something for this. Okay, I'll go Tesla down here. We'll just go Skellies and Spirit because we have to get the bats off eventually, right? And then we're going to get a King Toe activation. So we'll be down 1,000 damage. But it's not like we're playing against recruits. We're going to be able to get an Xbow lock as long as I play right and get rid of the Mega Knight. And to be honest with you, I'm considering going in with the Xbow offensively here. And then he's probably going to go with the Executioner first. So I'm going to wait just a second to see if he does. And we'll go with the Knight. He just does. Okay, he does. I was about to say he does. He was cycling, I think, to get back to his Xe. I didn't think he had played 4 cards yet. So he does that. That's honestly a good play. That's a good NATO. If I was an experienced Xbow player, I probably would have logged that and been able to take the tower. But hey, we got all our damage back, so that's fine with... Yeah, I think we'll just get the Skellies down. And yeah, that's perfectly fine. I probably could have logged that and taken the whole tower and it would have been pretty aura. But a big part of Xbow, especially against mid-ladder players, is realizing when you can go in to get your damage. Because in double elixir, it's not going to be easy at all to play defense and break through with an Xbow against players with a lot of girth and tonnage. So we realized no Mega Knight in cycle. He doesn't really have anything except the Executioner, which we predicted and outplayed. And we were able to just take the tower pretty easily if I had logged. And now, since we're applying opposite lane pressure after he Mega Knighted, he's basically not going to be able to play any support behind the Mega Knight. That doesn't freaking count. It's the two elixir bats. It doesn't count. We'll go Skellies back here. I don't really care about that Mega Knight. It's not going to do any extra damage. We'll set up a Debo just because I want to flex on him, and there's no way he can break through now. So all about Xbow is just picking the right time to go in. And like, I don't have good micros because I'm not really a cycle player, so I don't have really good specific placements and stuff. But just a general understanding of when to go in and not is just going to lead you with free victories. Okay, well, you know what? Xbow specializes in dealing with grunts like this, so let's assume he's playing E-Golem Healer and absolutely put him in the dirt. That would be really fun, actually, because Xbow does a really good job at beating beatdown decks. It'd be kind of weird, you'd think, but when you play right and you really understand your oh, that's such a cute emote. That's not going to distract me from the fact that you're a chump. But like I was saying, we're going to be able to handle beatdown decks pretty well, for the most part. Just knowing when to go in for the most part, pretty much. For the most part. Barbs? That is not a barbarian. Sure. It appears it's going to be Golem healer, though. I think I'd rather face E-Golem, but Golem is acceptable, too. Let's drag this over here just in case we can get a couple Tesla shots off and kill it. I probably should have taken a King Tower activation there. So it's going to take one hit regardless. But actually, this is good because it's going to force out something else, or we're going to get some good night damage. Nice. So we're going to get good night damage and force something else out because he wasn't prepared for that. So, hey, we kind of cover up our blunder with... You thought that was a lot cooler than it actually was, buddy. Oh, I predict Barb barreled you. What did that result in? Nothing. Okay, then. I probably don't want to go Xbow because he's just going to E-Drag healer it again. But in case he does anything in the back, I absolutely will. Yeah, I'll do this here. I'll go Knight real fast before the Xbow, before the E-Drag could be played to chain on both of them. If you understand what I'm saying, I wanted to play it as early as I could so I could get the spacing down. And so here I don't really care if he goes E-Drag on it. It wouldn't be a good play because the Xbow would still get a lot of damage. And so now he's just going to try and start up a big Golem push in the back, I would think. So why the hell didn't you do it earlier? If you were going to do it, why didn't you do it early? Am I right to just be genuinely shocked at that play? Like, that just genuinely shocks me. Okay, we'll go Xbow here. Just, I gotta finish off this tower and see if I can get any more elixir out of him. I can't, unfortunately. This game, you confuse me. I genuinely don't understand this player. This deck does not apply dual lane pressure. That's not a thing. That's just not a thing, bro. Okay, so we'll go archers over here. You go with the Tesla Pi here. Okay. Which is fine. We'll just go with the knight late. The E-Spirit. We should get a fireball down if we ever stop healing anything. And then go with late archers. And that should be GG's. If we get this knight down. Yeah. I'm a little sloppy, but hell, what am I, Batfist? I'm a freaking Lava Hound player. GG's. But no, like, genuinely, I have never touched this game. I'm completely going off of game knowledge. I have no experience with Xbow at all. And we are just, like, stomping on players, pretty much. I didn't do the right Xbow placement there, unfortunately, though. Okay, that's actually kind of fine. I think we just, we go archers here late, right? And then we try and see if we can take this with just a Tesla, maybe, late on the... Ooh, should I fire? I might just try and tower trade, deadass. I think we just tower trade here. And then we can go with the... Ooh, you know what we could... Nah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do anything stupid like that. We're just going to tower trade here, and we're going to take advantage of the fact that you'd think it'd be harder for us to break through because we can... he could just put things directly on top of my Xbow, but since I didn't have the Tesla cycle, I didn't really feel good about committing to the defense there. So I kind of just tried to go in on offense instead, and it'll work out. I have a couple tricks on my sleeve. So usually, typically, you try to go same lane there, but I saw my hand, I took one look at it, and was like, we can absolutely not defend this. And we can't really back up our Xbow well enough. So what we're going to do here is definitely, we're going to be on Valk Watch, because he can place Valk on top of my Xbow, which I think he was trying to predict there. But now he has no ground card in hand. So we're just tracking cycle. He has no ground card. So what he's probably going to do is, yep, keep trying to play cards like this. We can low-key sacrifice our knight here. And then we can go with the Xbow. And he's going to have, like, what, a balloon on top of it, maybe? That's perfectly fine. I don't care if you do that, to be honest. He's going to do that. That's okay. I think I'll cycle to get to an E-Spirit, and then that way we can only take one balloon hit here. So we kind of trade damage again, which probably isn't the most optimal situation for me, actually. But that's okay, given that we, like, completely blundered the start. So we'll go in with... we just have to watch out for his Valkyries and not give him opportunities to go Valkyrie and just play really exceptional defense. I think that's going to be the strat to how we win this. So I'll go Xbow here. In case he goes guards, I have an Evo Tesla already. I think we just go in with the archers just like this real quick. And then we'll go Tesla up here. This will stun the eye drag. We go E-Spirit will also stun the eye drag. Oh, no card selected. No card selected. So our archers will unfortunately perish, but we did manage to exchange that little blunder of no card played to get a big connection as well. And now we're up 600. Although we're going to start getting massacred by the eye drag Evo. Okay, I think I'll plant a Tesla here, which is a little bit dangerous in case he lavas directly on top of it, but he doesn't there, so that's fine. I think we'll just cycle some skellies to distract this eye drag. We'll go with the knight. We'll go with archers. I think I'll try and go with another Tesla here. I know it's directly under the eye drag, but he's about to die, so this is kind of fine. We'll go fireball on the skelly drag so we can keep the archers alive for a moment, and then just kill most of the lava pups. Toll free, and then we can just go in with probably not an Xbow actually, because he's gonna expect that. So we can just wait a second and try and get Evo Archer's value. Actually, I will try and go in with this. I'm gonna save my Evo Tesla for just a second. I'm gonna go with the log here. It's kind of fine. You don't have to worry about this too much. I have a trick up my sleeve, guys. You probably know what it is, actually. Guys. Oh! Absolute cinema.